Today our topic is liquid mixture, like your mixture of alcohol and water, mixture of benzene and toluene, etc. So in liquid mixtures, first we have to do Raoult's law. So what is Raoult's law? Let us see. To understand Raoult's law, at first we consider a mixture or a solution having two components A and B. Remember, these components are liquid because we are dealing with liquid mixture. So here you can consider A as the solute and B as the solvent, or vice versa, उल्टा होगा. So according to Raoult's law, in this liquid mixture, the vapor pressure of any component, suppose here component A, its vapor pressure is PA, is proportional to its mole fraction in the solution, X. This is Raoult's law. According to Raoult's law, the vapor pressure of a component in a liquid mixture is proportional to its mole fraction in the solution. Similarly, for the component B, we can write PB proportional to XB, mole fraction. This we can write implies PA equal to P naught A XA. So this P naught A is the vapor pressure of the component A in pure state. Remember, here this component A is in the solution in a mixture, and in this solution its vapor pressure is PA. But P naught A is its vapor pressure. There is vapor pressure of the component A in pure state. Similarly, here PB equal to P naught B XB. Here also P naught B is the vapor pressure of the component B in pure state. Now, according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, which you got in HS first year, Dalton's law of partial pressure, the total pressure of a mixture is equal to the sum of the partial pressures of all the components present in the mixture. Now, there are two components only, A and B. So, according to Dalton's law, P total pressure equal to pressure of component A plus vapor pressure of component B. We can extend it. P total equal to, here you see PA equal to P naught A XA, just put it here, P naught A XA, PB equal to P naught B XB, so P naught B XB. So we get P total equal to P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. These are the mathematical formulation of your formulation of Raoult's law. This is PA for the component A, PA equal to P naught XA. This is for component B, PB equal to P naught B XB, and this is for the solution, that is P total equal to P naught A XA plus P naught A XB. Now, some solutions obey this Raoult's law, some solutions do not obey this Raoult's law. So, depending upon this, we can have two kind of solutions, two kind of liquid mixtures. The solutions which obey Raoult's law over a wide range of concentration, or we can say over the whole range of concentration, are called ideal solutions. And the solutions, obviously, the solutions which do not obey Raoult's law over a wide range of concentration are called non-ideal solutions. So, ideal solutions and non-ideal solutions. Now you see, let us consider ideal solution. So this is Raoult's law. So this law is obeyed by ideal solutions, and some other conditions have to be followed for ideal solution. So we can write for ideal solution, A-B interaction. A-B interaction. Remember, A is your solute, we can consider, and B is your solvent. That is, we are considering solute-solvent interaction after mixing, equal to AA or BB interaction. So solute-solvent interaction must be equal to solute-solute and solvent-solvent interaction. That is, after mixing and before mixing, the interaction should be same. It is quite impossible. The interactions between solid and solvent cannot be exactly equal to solute-solute or solvent-solvent interaction. But nearly ideal solutions are there. You can consider solution of benzene and toluene. Solution of benzene and toluene. It is an example of your ideal solutions. More conditions have to be obeyed. Number 2 condition for ideal solution, that is del V mix equal to 0. Suppose you mixed A and B. You take A 100 milliliter and B 50 milliliter. The total mixture must be equal to 150 milliliter. Volume should not decrease or increase. Number 3, del H mix equal to 0. Del H mix enthalpy, that is due to this mixing, no heat should be evolved or no heat should be absorbed. So these are conditions for ideal solutions. We can draw a diagram for this ideal solution. So remember, by definition, ideal solution are those solutions which obey Raoult's law. In this diagram, so along y-axis we have taken vapor pressure, along x-axis we have taken mole fraction. Now two components are there, A and B. In this point, mole fraction XA equal to 0, here origin. So XB equal to 1. This is because we already know XA plus XB always equal to 1. So XA 0 means XB 1. XA plus XB equal to 1. Here XA equal to 1, XB equal to 0. Again XA plus XB equal to 1. Now here XA 0, XA 1. So in this direction, if we go by this direction, XA increases 0, 1. XA is increasing. Okay. So according to Raoult's law, remember, P naught A, PA proportional to XA. This was Raoult's law. That is, if XA increases, PA increases. Now you see XA increases in this direction. Okay. So its vapor pressure will also increase like this. XA increases, vapor pressure increases. This is vapor pressure of A. Now in this line you see XA equal to how much? 1. Now I write here PA equal to P naught A XA. Now in this axis, XA is 1. So here you put XA equal to 1. PA equal to P naught A. If XA equal to 1, PA equal to P naught A. So in this line XA equal to 1, so this is nothing but P naught A, because if XA equal to 1, PA equal to P naught A. Okay. Similarly, here XB 0, XB 1. So if we come along this direction like this, XB increases. So if XB increases, PB increases. So vapor pressure of B also increases. This line is for B, PB, vapor pressure of B. So again in this line XB equal to 1, XB equal to 1. If XB equal to 1, here PB equal to P naught B XB. Now if XB equal to 1, if it is 1, then PB equal to P naught B. So this point is P naught B. Now if I can at these 2 points, we will get the P total. According to vector addition, this line will give you P total, that is total vapor pressure of the solution. This is the diagram for your ideal solution. This line is for PA. Ideal solution. Okay. Now we know about ideal solutions, the solutions which obey your Raoult's law. So what will be if the solutions do not obey Raoult's law? This not equal to this, this not equal to this, this not equal to this. Then definitely it will be called non-ideal solution. So if this is not equal, then 2 conditions are there. It may be greater than or it may be less than. So if PA greater than P naught A XA, then it will be called non-ideal solutions showing positive deviation. Positive deviation. So this PA greater than P naught A XA means that the actual vapor pressure of the component as well as the total vapor pressure will be more than those calculated from Raoult's law. That is, the vapor pressure will be more than the vapor pressure which you calculate from Raoult's law. This is called positive deviation. Why positive deviation? We will consider. Now if it is less than, so now the vapor pressure of the components as well as the total vapor pressure is less than those calculated from Raoult's law. Now this is called negative deviation from Raoult's law. So in case of non-ideal solutions, there are two conditions: positive deviations and negative deviations. Let us first see positive deviations. So for positive deviation, PA greater than P naught XA, this Raoult's law is not obeyed. And more conditions are there. First condition, now your A-B interaction, that is solute-solvent interaction, is less than AA or BB interaction. That is, after mixing, the interaction decreases. Now if the interaction is weak, then it can escape easily because bond is weak, bond can be broken easily. So if this interaction decreases, the liquid can vaporize easily, so vapor pressure will increase. That is why it is called positive deviation. That is, vapor pressure increases. Let us understand it with a suitable example. Suppose solution of, we mix your ethanol, best example, ethanol plus water. No, ethanol plus, let us take acetone, that will be better. Ethanol plus acetone. Now you can consider ethanol as A and acetone as B. So after mixing, what will happen? Let us see. Ethanol is C2H5OH. This is your ethanol, sorry. One more ethanol here. C2H5OH. Now these ethanol molecules form H bonds here. There is hydrogen bonds in between ethanol molecule. There is hydrogen bond in between ethanol molecules. This is hydrogen bond. Now when acetone is added to ethanol, this acetone will come in between these ethanol molecules and break these hydrogen bonds. This acetone will break the hydrogen bonds between the ethanol molecules. So AB interaction becomes weaker because bonds are broken. So weaker means it will escape easily, so vapor pressure will increase. That is positive deviation. So example, you got ethanol plus acetone. Now there are more conditions. Two conditions: del V mix equal to positive. That is, if we take A 100 ml, for example, just for example, and B also 100 ml. Okay, 100 ml, 100 ml. Then the mixture, the total volume of the mixture should increase. Suppose 200.1 ml. So volume increases. That is positive deviation. Number 3, del H mix equal to positive. Enthalpy of mixing should be positive. That is, the process should be endothermic. Heat should be absorbed here. So these conditions are followed by non-ideal solutions showing positive deviation. We can show diagram for draw diagram for this also. Again, you remember the diagram of ideal solution. X say increases, so your vapor pressure of A also increases. It is your PA. At this point, X equal to 1. If X equal to 1, PA equal to P naught A. Similarly, in this direction, XB increases, so PB also increases. PB also increases. So this point is your P naught B. If we add this, this is the P total. So I draw the diagram of ideal solution here. For one question may come into your mind, why this line is above this line? It's not it. This is here, this is here. This point is above this point. This is not state. This is this is due to the fact that solvent molecules are more than solute molecules in a solution. So solvent has higher vapor pressure. That is why vapor pressure of B is more than vapor pressure of A. Nothing else. Okay, now this is the case for ideal solution. Now we are considering positive deviation. So in positive deviation, vapor pressure increases. So this is A, vapor pressure increases. This is B, this is A, sorry, this is B, no. Vapor pressure increases. Total pressure increases. Now this is PA, this is PB, this is P total. So vapor pressure of the components as well as of the solution increases compared to your Raoult's law. So this is the diagram for your non-ideal solution showing positive deviation. Now non-ideal solutions showing negative deviation from Raoult's law. So in negative deviations, PA less than P naught A XA, PB less than P naught B XB, and P total less than P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. This means that in for such solutions, the vapor pressure of the component as well as the total vapor pressure of the mixture is less than those calculated from Raoult's law. Less than. For such solutions, conditions followed are: number one, A-B interaction, that is solute solvent interaction. Solute solvent interaction is greater than, or you can say stronger than, A-A and or B-B interaction. That is, after mixing of A and B, interaction, AB interaction increases, attractive forces increases. Now if AB interaction increases, then the bond will not be broken easily, so their escaping tendency will decrease. Escaping tendency will decrease means vapor pressure decreases. That is why this is called negative deviation. Let us understand it with a suitable example. Suppose we consider a solution or mixture of acetone. Acetone is A, suppose, plus chloroform. Chloroform is your B, suppose. Now acetone, formula of acetone is this: CH3COCH3, and acetone of chloroform is CHCl3. Okay. Now when you mix this A and this B, hydrogen atom of chloroform forms H bonds with O atom of acetone. Here hydrogen bond will form. That is, AB interaction becomes stronger. New bond is formed, hydrogen bond is formed. So AB interaction becomes stronger than A and BB interaction. So interaction becomes stronger means its escaping tendency or vaporizing tendency will decrease. That means vapor pressure will decrease. So your negative deviation. So this solution acetone plus chloroform shows negative deviation from Raoult's law. More conditions for non-ideal solutions showing negative deviation. Del V mix should be negative. That is, if you mix A 100 milliliter plus B 100 milliliter and you get the total volume of the mixture, suppose 199.9 milliliter. So you see, due to the mixing, volume decreases. That is negative deviation. Number 3, del H mix equal to negative. That is, heat should be evolved or released in such solutions. Or you can say the process should be exothermic. Del H negative means exothermic. We can show a diagram also for negative deviation. Let us. So you see, this is the diagram for ideal solution again. Now we are considering negative deviation from Raoult's law. Negative deviation means the vapor pressure of the components as well as the vapor pressure of the solution now will be lower than those calculated from Raoult's law. So it will decrease like this, it will decrease like this, it will decrease like this. So this is your PA, now this is your PB, this is your P total. Vapor pressure decreases in all cases. This is negative deviation from Raoult's law. So these are all about ideal and non-ideal solution.